From Silicon Slopes, I'm your host, Josh Matches, and I'm joined by Marcelo Cortes, the co-founder and CTO of Faire. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's great to be here.
So tell us a little bit about Faire and what you guys do.
So Faire is a wholesale marketplace. We help small retail shops find products that will sell well in their stores. And at the same time, on the other side of the marketplace, we have brands, also small brands that are selling products into these retail shops. So really we're helping the future of local retail.
Yeah, and you've really helped some small brands and small businesses really scale up and compete with much larger competitors. How have you achieved that?
Yeah, so if you think about how a small retail shop usually finds products, right? They used to go to trade shows or they would talk to sales reps and they have no data. Like all they have is intuition. They look at two products and they're like, I think my customers are going to like this one more than that one. They have to pay up front for those products. They have to put them on the shelves and then hope that they're going to sell. We came into this and we were like, okay, we can do much better and give them tools that much larger retail have. So for example, we use a lot of our data and artificial intelligence to really find products that will sell in their stores. Right? We have a lot of information on the types of products that these retailers carry, their price point, their location, and knowing like what sells well where, we can recommend products that are definitely going to perform better in their stores. And next, we give them other benefits that they never had before. We allow them to pay later. Basically, we call it try before you buy. They buy the products, they pay 60 days later, and during those 60 days, they can return anything, no questions asked. So we ask questions, but they can return no matter what the answer.
That's incredible. What a great way to support those businesses. So certainly the pandemic has changed everything, and one of those things being just such an increase in digital shopping. How has Faire kind of adapted to keep up with the demand, but also just the changes in consumer behavior?
Yeah, so at first it was pretty hard, right? We had to change modes a little bit and to go into like, okay, this pandemic is going to hit, our stores are brick and mortar shops, they're going to be shut down, they don't even know yet. So we first had to go into this mode of, let's forget about the hyper growth and adding more customers. Let's figure out how do we help our customers survive this pandemic. So we built them tools, financial calculators, so they would understand, like if my store is shut down for 3 months or 6 months, can I survive? And then we help them understand what should they start doing right now. This is like March 2020, right? Like start renegotiating your rent, start applying for the credits and things like that, start furloughing your staff. But then,
so you really give this kind of advice in terms of helping these small businesses?
We did a lot of that during the pandemic, wow. Yes. We really went into this mode, like we are a well-funded company, we have all this money in the bank, we can slow down and survive. But if our customers are not there when we come back, we don't have a business, right? So like, let's really change modes into helping our customers. We even, like our sales and customer success team, we moved them to like help customers apply for the benefits and the grants during that time. But then we also, like the next stage was like, okay, you guys realize your store might be shut down. And we did a lot of surveys with our customers and we realized that more than 70% of them were not ready. Like they had no other ways of selling products other than somebody walking into their stores to buy. So we were like, okay, guys, get ready. You have to have different channels. You need to go into this new world. Like you have to sell online. You have to do curbside pickup, local deliveries. And we helped build a lot of those infrastructure for them as well.
Wow, you really like this incredible support system for small businesses.
That's our goal. Like our mission is really to empower entrepreneurs on both sides of our marketplace.
That's fantastic. Well, you recently raised another round of funding with another $260 million. What is the kind of your grand goal for some of that deployment of those funds in terms of growth in both the apparel market, the food market? What are the kind of expansion goals for Faire?
Yeah, as you know, Faire is a relatively young company, right? Yes. We are a little bit over 4.5 years, but we have grown very fast. So it turns out that helping the customers be more successful, we are also being successful with that. These last funds, like if you think of our market, even though we became a $7 billion company in this short time, we are just scratching the surface, right? Local retail, only the customers that we serve. In the United States alone, the small businesses, they sell around $1 trillion every year. Right?
This is a huge addressable market.
I mean, in the US alone, for the small market, it's double the size of Amazon and Walmart combined.
Wow.
Even though we grew so fast, there's so much more. Like we're on the tip of the iceberg. And as you said, there is category expansion, right? We started in gift, but we have already had a lot of success in apparel. There is non-perishable foods, and there's many other categories that we're adding to that. And just this year, we started our international expansion as well. Even though the market is huge in the US, there is Europe, there is Asia. So in March, we launched in the UK. And by June, we had launched already in 16 or 15 countries in Europe. So there is obviously the category expansion, as you mentioned, and then there is the international expansion. And the next, there is a little bit of upmarket expansion as well. Right? We're not going to be selling like huge brands like Nike, but like there's many layers of small brands and small retailers. And we are building more and more tools so that we can address more of this market. And if you think about the long-term future, what we want to be is really like the wholesale platforms for both brands and retailers all over the world. Like we want that any brand that thinks about selling products anywhere, they will come to Faire. The same way that any store that's thinking about finding the best supply that's going to sell well in their stores, they are also going to think and come to Faire as the first thing.
Absolutely. I mean, you guys have had such tremendous growth, and to be expanding into Europe so quickly already with such success is truly incredible. So let's talk about growth. What is the kind of future of Faire, and where do you see the world heading?
Yeah, so as I said, like our goal is to really help these small entrepreneurs being successful, right? Whatever that means. For us, it doesn't matter where the stores are selling. Right? We believe the future is a hybrid. Right? They will have this multi-channel. They will have a physical store. They'll have an online presence. They'll have many other ways to sell. We want to support them on achieving all of this. But most importantly, our core is like to finding them the best products and unique products. That's what local retail is all about. Right? You don't want to go buy a thing that you can buy online and have it delivered to your house the next day and everybody has it. You want unique things. And that's what we do all over the world. We find unique items that belong in your store. Whatever the character of your store is, we are going to find things that belong there anywhere in the world. And again, this is what people started their business for. Most of the small businesses, they start a retail shop because they love to find products to show to their friends, to their family, and then they started a store to show it to everybody. We want to empower them to find more of it and more unique things to show to the whole world, everywhere, whatever they want to sell.
Incredible. Well, Marcelo, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on all your success at Faire, and we look forward to having you back next year at Silicon Slopes and see the continued growth of your business.
Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to be here.
Thank you very much.